Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name's Maggie. If you enjoy plant content and once you're finished watching this video, you want to see more from me, consider hitting that red button and subscribing. It costs you absolutely nothing and you get free plant content. How exciting is that? Something more exciting is I'm going to share with you my top 10 current favorite Hoyas, starting with no other than Hoya Sarawak. This is a absolutely gem. I love this one because it has super large leaves. Like the leaves could get quite big depending the environment and the light it is given. But regardless, I would say that this is a prolific grower under the right conditions. Originally when I got this, I received it as a 3-leaf and then it pushed out 4 or 5 new ones and it has 2 new growth points. I don't plan on chopping this one anytime soon because it's just my favorite. I love it. Hoya Sarawak is one of the 10 Hoyas that are my top 10 favorites currently. Alright, my next Hoya, Hoya number 2, is a silver little Hoya. This is Hoya Super Croniana Eskimo or Super Silver. So this is how it looks. Absolutely dainty silver leaves. Super cute, super dainty. It trails. What more do you want from a Hoya? Silver, trails, and small leaves. Love it. Completely recommend it. It's easy. Once again, I feel like if it has the correct lighting conditions, then it could grow really, really well for you. I have propagated it already 3 times into one little other pot that I have currently and then another one for a giveaway. But yeah, I love this one. Super duper cute. And then Hoya number 3 is a favorite of mine, and this is Hoya Tamsoniai. Oh wait, there you go. Hoya Tamsoniai. Super sweet, super fuzzy. Like, this is probably my number 1 Hoya, and if I get a chance to get this Hoya again, I will get it every single time. I love it. It's just fuzzy. The leaves are super thick, so once the leaves mature, they're super thick like cardboard, impossible to break. There's this one vine that's kind of longer, and then I propagated a smaller one right here, but the issue is that when I rooted it upside down, but it was too late already because there wasn't a little stem on the opposite side so I could reroot it on that side, so I just stuck it in soil and it hasn't done anything since. So that's a little bit bummer. I'm debating whether maybe I should just pull it out and put it in a humidity box and let it grow that way. Anyways, that is Hoya Tamsoniai, Hoya number 3. We have 7 more Hoyas to go. This one is a beauty. It is currently in bloom. This is Hoya Numeris. But just check out all these blooms. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. The blooms smell so refreshing. Every time I pass by, it's in my kitchen and I smell these blooms, I'm like, give me more, give me more. Yeah, I don't even know if this camera does justice for the blooms and how many blooms are currently there, but I love it. The texture of the leaves is kind of pubescent, a little bit of fuzz, super thick once again. These leaves are a little bit of like a teardrop shape, I would say. And it is an amazing bloomer. It is also a fall bloomer, so if you have this Hoya, you should expect it to bloom in fall. A cool thing about this is the blooms stay on for a very, very long time. So it's not like 1, 2, 3 days. These blooms have been on here for like 2, 3 weeks, just blooming away, and once they bloom, they just stay in place. Absolutely amazing Hoya. Highly, highly recommend it for just about anyone. Next up, we have a beautiful Hoya. This Hoya has pushed out 2 leaves for me since I've had it in my possession. but it hasn't done anything after I pushed out those 2 leaves. But regardless, it's on my list because it's just different. It reminds me of like gold. This is Hoya Rincey Barano. Look how beautiful. The splashing is beautiful on it. The leaf color and texture is beautiful. It has a new point right there, and I would like it to do something, and if it doesn't do anything, I'm gonna chop it and I'm gonna put the little leaf in little pots, and hopefully that is going to go ahead and produce new growth from these 3 leaves down here. Sometimes I feel like if you give your plants a good little chop, it kind of tells them like, wake up, and that kind of works, or it works for me at least. All right, we have a few more Hoyas. This right here is the beautiful Hoya Bella Verragata, but this variegation is on the exterior of the leaves, very similar to like Hoya Crimson Queen, where the variegation is on the outer part of the leaves. Love this Hoya, very dainty. I have propagated it several times, and it's one of those plants that if you have even a regular Bella, they love water. So if you underwater it and the leaves become too soft, you might potentially have to do a little bit of propagating to try to save some stems. That is exactly what I had to do. I underwatered it, I had to propagate, but then I was able to save this original one and then still get another pot. So that's really cool. I love it. I would also love to get the Hoya Bella Verragata with the inner variegation. That looks super cool as well. I actually have 10 Hoyas that I'm showing you guys, but 2 of the Hoyas are hanging in my east window, and I didn't want to take them down. So one of those is Hoya Sunrise. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful Hoya. I love the markings on it. I love the sun-stressed leaves on it. I love the veins. I love the blooms, and I love how it trails. A very pretty, elegant, sun-stressed Hoya. And then this right here is Hoya Mirabilis. Super stunning Hoya. I love it so, so much. When I found out about this Hoya, I was like, it was one of those Hoyas that I was like crazy about. I'm like, I need it. I was stalking Etsy, and then finally, after months and months, I was able to get it. And it was way smaller than this. I was like, okay, it's never gonna grow. But actually, it's a really good grower. And believe it or not, I have a peduncle coming in right there, which is very exciting because I'm a foliage type of girl and I love my leaves, the structure of the leaves, the shape, the splashing, how circle, pubescent, elongated they are, texture. But I've been loving the blooms. So hence, every time I see a new peduncle on a Hoya, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, when's it gonna happen? But this is Hoya Mirabilis. Absolutely beautiful Hoya. Settle splashing. I just love it. And once again, the leaves are nice and thick. Alright, I have 2 more Hoyas. I have to reach over though because it's kind of far. Okay, I had to reach over and it's a really heavy Hoya. This right here is the beautiful, you probably guessed it, Hoya Linearis. Look at this stunning, stunning Hoya. I love it so much. The leaves are pubescent. Some people would say that it looks like grass, but to me, if it does in fact look like grass, it's very elegant grass. The texture of it is gorgeous. Something cool about this Hoya is that it's getting really heavy. But besides the fact that it's getting really heavy, it has a ton of peduncles. And it just started blooming yesterday, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, I share with you guys all my excitement there first. So go ahead and check me out on Instagram at Rooted in Plants. But look at that bloom right there. Absolutely beautiful. Could you guys see that? I love it. And then I think another one opened up right here. Look at that. So gorgeous. I love it. I actually haven't smelt it yet. I don't smell anything. The Hoya Numeris that I shown you guys that's in bloom, that smells incredible. This one I don't actually smell anything, but yeah, I love this Hoya. It's just so beautiful. I love it. Alright, now I have to share with you guys my very last Hoya, and that is another Hoya that I don't currently have with me right here because it's hanging up and I didn't want to take it down from the hanger, because if I take it down it's going to take me forever to put it back up. And that Hoya is Hoya Methyld. Hoya Methyld is such a little cutie. It has small little leaves as the size of a button that you would probably like sew on a sweater or on some jeans. Super cute. The leaves are circular. They're also waxy, and they have saddle silver splashing throughout. My Hoya Methyld is currently trailing, and it is also trying to climb up the little plant hanger that I have it in, and I just love it. It's beautiful, and it's one of my top 10 current favorite Hoyas at the moment, because we all know we have new favorites by the hour. If we see a Hoya or a plant that currently has a yellow leaf, we're like, okay, you are now number 10 on my favorites, when it used to be like number 1, right? And if something's doing really well, then we kind of put it up higher on our favorites. If that's not you, that's at least me. But these are my top 10 favorite Hoyas of the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys kind of got inspired to maybe get into Hoyas, or maybe pick one of these 10 up or something like that. They are amazing. They smell good. They have different textures. I hate when people say, Hoyas are all the same. No, they're not. Not all of them. They might look the same, but they're not. Just open up your mind, and they're not the same. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there because I'm starting to get a little bit silly. If you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, like, do all of those. Cheer me up by liking this video. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.